This is P. Sarita from EC Department from Institute of Aeronautical Engineering College. Welcome to Signals and Systems Laboratory. In this session, we are going to generate various signals and sequences such as unit impulse, unit step, sine, sync, rectangular and tripulse. So already you did the first lab. SS experiment is basic operation on matrices. So you observed the basic operations on command window, how to do a command window and how to do a new script, that is the editor window. As soon as you are going to double click the MATLAB icon, you are going to get what? 3 windows, that is current folder, workspace, command window. So from this lab, we are going to do the generation of signals and sequences in editor window. So you have to click on the home page, new script. While clicking new script, you are going to get editor window. So similarly, when you are going to write the program by using MATLAB in editor window, first you have to write 3 commands. What are those? Those are nothing but the first command itself, CLC. CLC is the command which is used to clear the command window data. Next command is clear all. So what is clear all window command? The clear all command is used to clear the workspace data. Next command is close all. Close all is used to close the figures which are open before the program. So here nothing but whenever you are going to do the program by using MATLAB in editor window, we have to write these 3 commands, CLC, clear all and close all. So if you want to write the program name, first we can able to keep first in line is put as comment. So that is nothing but what is our program? That is generation of signals and sequences. So generation of signals and sequences. So whenever you are going to use a percentage symbol before any instruction, it appears in green color, which is nothing but a comment, not command. So first what we have to generate, the basic signals are standard signals are in this program. We have to generate unit impulse, unit step, ramp. Next one is square signal, triangular, sawtooth, sync and signum, various signals as well as sequences. So first I want to generate unit impulse signal. So first I want to generate unit impulse signal. So for this one, I have to, signal means nothing but continuous time signal. I have to select a time period, let it be t equal to, I am taking the time axis as from -5 to 5 with variation 0.25. So in this way, you have to write the command for time axis. Next, after defining time axis, now we have to define impulse signal. So what is the impulse signal? Impulse signal is a signal, unit impulse signal is a signal which is defined at only t equal to 0 and not defined at t, it is not defined for when t not equal to 0. So that we can able to write, let it be, I am taking as unit impulse signal as x equal to, so here t equal to 0 and enter. So after writing t equal to 0, so in this program we have to generate many number of signals and sequences at a time. So here if I want to generate only this signal, then I have to use plot command for continuous time signal. Plot x comma y means here plot t comma, here what is the unit impulse signal we assign to x variable. So plot t comma x. Next I have to get, in order to get x label, I'm going to use a command x label. On x-axis what we are having? Time. So write time by using single parenthesis. Next, after every instruction is going to end with what? Semicolon. Next to y label. So y label is what? Amplitude. Next, I'm going to give a title as title unit impulse signal. Yes. So these are the instructions to generate a unit impulse signal. Just after generating this, after writing these instructions, first I have to save the program. So go for save command and I am going to save it on desktop. So I am going to give a name as generation of signals. So when you are going to save the program, don't save the program without any space and don't save the program by using all numbers or any symbols. So you have to save it as generation of signals and here observer.m file and save. So here we are going to get what? Generation of signals. So after saving the program, we have to run the program. So when you are going to run the program, you are going to get this command, this window. So in this window, you have to select add to path. So after add to path, you are going to get what here? Yes, I am maximizing. So in this screen, we are going to get what, ma? So here, on x-axis, the time label is given and y-axis amplitude, whereas title is what? Unit impulse signal. So this is the continuous time impulse signal. So it is defined as what? At t equal to 0 only, the amplitude is given as 1. For rather than t equal to 0 values, the amplitude of signal goes to 0. So here, this is the unit impulse signal generation. So next, I want to generate all signals as well as sequences. So in order to generate all signals and sequences, we have to use subplot command before plot. So subplot. So literally in this program, we are going to generate literally 8 into 19 signals. So that's why I'm taking 5 by 4 matrix, that is 5 comma 4 comma. This is the first plot. So 5 comma 4 comma 1. So when you are just again run the program in order to observe the difference. So here, just. So in what way you are going to get? So this total page is divided into what? 5 rows. So here in 5 rows, 4 columns and this is the what, ma? First plot. So this is first plot we generated what? Unit impulse signal. So next thing is I have to generate unit impulse sequence. So here in order to generate unit impulse sequence, so some commands are going to change. So I am going to keep comment as now unit. So here I am going to write generation of, here also control copy, control V, generation of what? Initially we generated signal, now that is continuous time signal. Now we are going to generate what? Unit impulse sequence, that is discrete time signal sequence. So in order to generate a sequence, we are going to take generally n as the time index. So let it be n equal to minus 5 to, with variation I am going to take 1, minus 5 to 5. So in order to generate unit impulse signal, I am going to take another variable, let it be x1. You can able to take it as x also. So in order to avoid the confusion, I am taking x1. x1 equal to what again? Here time index is unit impulse sequence is defined at only n equal to 0. For remaining all values of t, the function goes to 0. So here x1 equal to n equal to 0. Next again I have to go for what? Next command subplot, because already we plotted in first position. So that is 5 comma 4 comma, now I am writing 2. That is the second position. Five comma 4 comma 2. Next, in order to display a sequence discrete time signal, we have to use a command stem instead of plot. Stem again x comma y. Here in x place we are having n, whereas y place we are having x1. That is the amplitude of the unit impulse signal. So stem. Next we have to again go for what? Labels, that is x label, y label. So for that one I am copying these three instructions. X label is time, y label is amplitude, and title is unit impulse what? Sequence. This is not signal ma, sequence. So I am going to run this program. So just maximize the figure window. So here what is in this window? We are having what? So total page is divided into 5 rows and 4 columns. The first plot is unit impulse signal, whereas the second plot is what? Unit impulse sequence. Just try to observe. So x-axis is time, y-axis is amplitude, whereas the title is unit impulse sequence. So the amplitude of this sequence is defined at only t equal to 0 and the value is 1. That's why it is called as unit impulse sequence. For remaining all samples 1, 2, 3, 4 and -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, the sample values are become 0. Is it clear ma? So this is the 1. So this is the generation of unit impulse signal and unit impulse sequence. So next what we are having? Generation of unit step. Next generation of unit ramp. So here I am copying this one. Generation of unit. I have to write unit step signal. The second standard signal is step signal ma. Step signal. So I am going to take time t equal to -5 with variation 0.025 -5 to 5. That is the time axis. Next one I am taking a variable y equal to, so unit step, by the definition unit step value u of t equal to 1 for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0. So in order to write that definition in the command, just we have to write u of t equal to t greater than or equal to 0. Yes. Next we have to write what? Subplot. So I am going to take this as same commands, just we have to do some modification. Control copy here, Control V. So here this is the time generation of unit step signal t equal to, I am taking the axis -5 to 5 with variation 0.025 and I am going to define unit step signal and I am going to assign it to a variable y. So by the definition it is equal to t greater than or equal to 0 and I am going for subplot command in order to get the figure plot on figure window. So 5 comma 4 comma already we defined 5 comma 4 comma 1, 5 comma 4 comma 2. Here we have to, in order to get the third position, we have to write 5 comma 4 comma 3. Here in order to generate continuous time signal, we have to use plot command, and here time axis is t, and here we assigned unit step signal to variable y, that is plot x comma y. X label is time, y label is amplitude, title is unit step signal. Unit step signal. So again save the program and run. So we are going to get figure window. So first signal is unit impulse, second signal is unit impulse sequence, third signal is unit step. Just to observe, the time axis is ranges from -5 to 5 and the amplitude is 0 to 1. So this is the unit step signal. So the value of unit step signal goes to 0. This is appears to be in blue color, whereas from 0 to for t greater than or equal to 0, the value goes to 1. Similarly, now we have to generate unit step sequence. So I am going to copy the program and here. So generation of unit step signal is completed. Next we have to generate unit step sequence. So in this sequence we are going to take time variable n instead of t. So with the separation, because this is discrete time signal, we are going to take 1 and I am going to assign unit step sequence to variable y1. Here time parameter changes to n. So n greater than or equal to 0. So this is the definition of unit step sequence. I am going to take time index as n, which ranges from -5 to 5 with variation 1. And I am assigning unit step sequence to variable y1. By definition, it is defined as the amplitude goes to 1 for t n greater than or equal to 0. So then we have to write, in order to plot that sequence, we have to first use subplot command. So which indicates 5, 4 means the figure window is divided into 5 rows and 4 columns. 3 indicates this. Now we have to use, already in third position we obtained unit step signal. So now we have to write 5, 4, 4. In fourth position we are going to get unit step sequence. So in order to plot a signal sequence, we have to use stem command. So stem, again x comma y, here x is n variable, y is y1. So x label is again time, y label is amplitude, title is unit step sequence. So again save and run the program. So while you are going to run the program, we wrote the program for unit step signal, unit step sequence, unit impulse signal, unit impulse sequence. The first two are related to impulse, whereas third and fourth positions are related to unit step signal and unit step sequence. Just observe the unit step sequence. X-axis is time, y-axis is amplitude. We wrote the program, the time axis from -5 to 5 with variation 1. So that's why here -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when the time is less than 0, the all sample values became 0 by the definition of unit step sequence. From 0 to 5, the sample amplitudes are 1. So here, what is unit step sequence? U of n equal to 1 for n greater than or equal to 0, 0 for n less than 0. So next, third standard signal from syllabus we are having unit ramp signal and sequence. So just I am going to copy this title. So generation of unit ramp signal. Next, so I am going to copy the signal. So now I am going to take a variable r So generally we are going to use a letter R of t. So unit ramp signal is defined as R of t equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0 and 0 for t less than 0, which shows the slope of the ramp signal is always unity for unit ramp signal. So R of t equal to t. So here why we are writing like this means I am going to assign the ramp signal to a variable r. So generally by the definition R of t equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0. So in order to write t greater than or equal to 0 and in order to start the ramp signal from 0, I am going to use again unit step in this command. So here whenever we have to write R of t equal to t for t greater than or equal to 0, we are going to write a command r equal to t dot star. What this dot star indicates means that is the element wise multiplication. So here every t is multiplied with every element of what this unit step signal. So next we are have to write again go for subplot, that means 5 comma 4 comma. So here we have to use a position, fifth position. So we are going to get in a second row again plot, because this is the signal, continuous time signal, we have to use plot command. T comma, here we have to write what is amplitude we saved in R. So t comma r, x label is time, y label is amplitude, whereas title is here unit ramp signal. So this is the commands to generate a unit ramp signal. Again save the program and run. Yes, now observe figure window. And first row, because the total page is divided into 5 by 4 rows, that is 5 rows and 4 columns. The first row, 4 columns are unit impulse signal, unit impulse sequence, unit step signal, unit step sequence. Whereas the second row, the first position, that is by matrix position, that is 5 comma 4 comma 5. Here this is the ramp signal, x label is time, y label is amplitude, the title is unit ramp signal. Just all of you observe the time index is from -5 to 5, that is continuous. We given the 0.025 here from 0. When you observe this ramp signals which maintains unity slope. So this is the method to generate the unit ramp signal by using MATLAB. Next we have to write a program for generation of unit ramp sequence. So again I am going to copy this program and I am pasting here. So now I have to write generation of unit ramp. Instead of signal I am writing sequence. So here I am using a letter R1 equal to, so here I have to use what? Time index. So here time index is what? N equal to -5 to 5 with variation 1. So here instead of writing t, I am using n, that is time index of discrete time sequence, and here unit step signal. So here the unit ramp sequence is defined as u of r of n equal to n for n greater than or equal to 0. So that may be written as r1 equal to n dot star n greater than or equal to 0. Again in order to get this sequence I have to use a command subplot 5 comma 4, but here we have to write 6th position, and instead of using plot command we have to use stem for discrete time sequence. X axis is n, whereas y axis is r1, and x label is time, y label is amplitude, title is unit ramp sequence. Again I am save the program and run this program. So here you are going to get totally 6 plots, 5 comma 4 comma 5, 5 comma 4 comma 6. So the title is unit ramp sequence. Just observe. So the ramp signal sequences appears to be samples. For t less than 0, all samples are 0. For t greater than 0, the sample amplitude increasingly in ramp manner. That is the slope is 1. For 1, the amplitude is 1. For 2, amplitude is 2. For 3, amplitude is 3. For 4, amplitude is 4. For 5, amplitude is 5. By maintaining unity slope. Next, by the syllabus, next signal is generation of square signal. Generation of just I am copying this sentence. Sequence just I am copying. So instead of copying, just I am writing T equal to. So what is the heading? Generation of square signal. So I am defining T equal to minus 525 with 0.25 variation. Next I am defining some A equal to square. So you can able to generate square signal by using direct command in the MATLAB, that is square of T. Square of T. Next enter. Next again we have to use subplot command. Subplot now 5, 4, 7. Next this is the signal. We have to use plot command. Plot T, in A variable we save the square signal. So write plot T, A. Next X label, Y label all are same. Title, just copy this one. X label time, Y label amplitude, whereas title is square signal, that is continuous time signal. Again save and run the program. Just maximize figure window. In 7th position we got the square signal with time index minus 5 to 5, whereas amplitude minus 1 to 1. So here this is square which follows squares signal. Then we have to generate squares sequence. So just I am copying this one. Just Control V. So generation of square sequence. So here we have to take variable time index n, which ranges from minus 5 to 5. You can able to take minus 10 to 10 also. So here I am using a variable a1 square of n and subplot 5, 4, 8. So instead of using plot command, we have to use stem command for sequence. Stem n, a1. So X label is same, Y label amplitude, title is square sequence. So again save and run the program. So we are we got 8 figures. So unit impulse signal, sequence, unit step signal, unit step sequence, unit ramp signal, ramp sequence, square sequence. In square sequence, just observe, we are going to get samples instead of continuous time signal. Just the here amplitude is what ma describe. digitized. That is, we are going to get here the time is divided into some integers. So -5, -5, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next we have to generate sawtooth signal. Next thing is generation of sawtooth signal by using direct command sawtooth. Sawtooth signal. I am going to take signal means time parameter values. Just I am using here square signal commands. So we have to define time. If here time is not defined, it is going to use initial time parameters. So -5, 0.025 to 5 semicolon. Now I am going to use S letter for sawtooth signal. Just you can able to use direct command from MATLAB sawtooth of T. So here 5 comma 4 comma subplot is 5 comma 4 comma 9, plot T comma S. Again X label time, Y label amplitude are same, whereas for title changes to instead of square signal, this is a sawtooth signal. Now again I am saving the program and run the program. So we are going to get ninth position. We are getting sawtooth signal. So x-axis time, y-axis amplitude, and here title is sawtooth signal. Next, try to generate sawtooth sequence. So generation of sawtooth signal. So just I am copying these three commands. Sawtooth sequence. So for this one we have to use time index n -5 to 5 with variation 1. S1 I am using S1 equal to sawtooth of n subplot 5 comma 4 comma. Now 10th position we have to use stem command stem n comma s1 because we assigned sawtooth sequence to s1 variable. Here Again in title we have to write sequence, sawtooth sequence. Now save the program and run the program. So we are going to get the sawtooth sequence like this. Now we have to generate signum function and sync function. Next one is triangular signal. Just I am saving the sawtooth function program. Yes, here because there is a relationship between sawtooth signal and triangular signal. Just now I have to generate triangular signal. So we have to use, in order to generate triangular signal, we have to use sawtooth command only. Sawtooth t comma sawtooth t comma 0.5. So again we have to use subplot command. This is the 11th position. We have to get plot t comma b, x label time, y label amplitude. Whereas this is what type of signal? Triangular signal by using sawtooth command. So next one is what? Triangular sequence. Just first I am writing the program, then we will run the program. Triangular sequence. So this is variable I am saving it b1, sawtooth of n comma 0.5. So this is the 12th position, n comma b1 stem command we have to use. So this is what type of sequence? Triangular. Now save the program and run it. In 11 and 12th positions we are getting triangular signal and triangular sequence. So try to observe the difference between sawtooth signal and triangular signal and sequences. Next we have to generate sine function. So for this one, just I am taking the comment here. Generation of sine signal. Next, for that one we have to take what? Time variable. I am using the same commands. Just I am going to modify t equal to -5 to 5. So I am going to use a letter C. So here, which signal we have to generate? Sine signal. In order to generate the sine signal, we can able to use direct command sine t. So here, sine of t. We have to write simple sin. So this is 5 comma 4 comma 13th position, plot t comma c. So here we have to write sine signal. Again save it and run the program. At 13th position in figure window, we are going to get sine signal which ranges from -5 to 5 as time limits and -1 to 1 as amplitude limits. Next, the same signal we are going to generate in discrete form. Just I am going to copy this one. Sequence. I have to change it as sequence. And I am going to take a time index as n with variation -5 to 5, variation 1, C1 equal to sine n subplot 5 comma 4 comma 14, and we have to use stem command to plot discrete time signal. Stem n comma C1 and the title changes to sequence. Again save the program and run it. So now we are going to get sine signal or sine sequence in what in impulses form. That is the discrete time signal format. Next we have to generate another two standard signals. So what are those means? Generation of sync signal and generation of signum function. Just I am taking the sine signal commands. Now I am pasting here. So generation of sync signal. So I am using a variable d. So in order to generate sync signal, we have to use a command sync of t. So plot t comma d. So here we have to write sync signal. Just observe the generation of sync signal, time limits. D I am assigning the sync signal to d. D equal to sync of t, subplot 5 comma 4 comma. Here we have to change it to 15. Plot t comma d, x label time, y label amplitude, title is sync signal. So we are going to get the sync signal like this. Next here is sync sequence. Next I am going to write the program to generate the sync sequence. So I am copying sine sequence. So in this I am doing modifications, generation of sync sequence. So I am going to take -5 to 5 as the time index with variation now 0.1, because in order to get the sync sequence clearly, so here I am going to use a variable d1. I am going to save the sync signal in d1. So we are going to use subplot 5 comma 4 comma here 16th plot stem n comma d1. So here we have to write sync sequence. The program is defining the time index from -5 to 5 with variation 0.5, and now defining the sync signal as sync of n, subplot command stem. In order to get that sequence, we have to use a command stem, that is n comma d1, x label, y label and title. Again save and run the program. Just here you are going to get it as what? This is the sync signal, that is continuous form. This is the sync sequence we are going to get in form impulses. Is it clear? Next, finally, just again we have to generate some more signals, that is sync is finished signum, then tripulse. So just I am copying sync signal. Just So here generation of signum. So what is the signum signal? Signum signal is defined as SGN of t equal to 1 for t greater than 0, minus 1 for t less than 0. So here we have to use SIGN. The command SIGN is used to generate the signum function. So SIGN. So here the plot is 17th plot. Plot t comma. Here we assigned signum function to variable g. So this is title is signum. Now run the program. So here just title is signum and X label is time, Y label is amplitude. Here just observe we obtain the plot in blue color. In order to change, just we can use just here. I am going to use in plot t comma g comma. In order to get the difference, I am using a letter R. You have to write in plot command. So simply here you are going to get the plot in red color. Next thing is the tripulse and rectpulse we are having. Control copy, Control V. Just I am using comment. Generation of rectpulse. So for this one, I am using a letter H. There is a direct command. In order to generate only one pulse, rectangular pulse, it is rectpulse t comma 2. 2 indicates here width of that pulse. Just you will understand by observing the figure t comma. Here what is the variable we assigned H. So here this is not only pulse. So we have to change the title as rectangular pulse. Yes, run the program. So here we are getting rectangular pulse. What ma? This is the width from 0 to here minus 1 to 1. It is defined. The width is 2. If you are going to write 4, t comma 4, you are going to get the width of rectpulse is 4. And here unity we are taking. That's why the amplitude became 1. So similarly we are having the last one. Generation of tripulse. It is triangular. Generation of triangular pulse. So instead of using rectpulse, we have to use a command tripulse which is inbuilt. I am using H1. Tripulse of T. So this is the 19th. Here I am using H1. So this is triangular pulse. Run the program. So this is the tripulse. Just here observe we are getting what sequence of pulses. Here we are getting only single pulse. Is it clear, ma? The final thing is we have to generate exponential signal. generation of exponential signal. We can able to generate Gaussian signal or anything here. H1. Just here I am going to use a letter E. E of direct command we are using exp of t. So here plot is the final plot 5, 4, 20. So here I am using plot t, e. Next here title is exponential signal. Just run the program. So in this way we can able to generate the standard signals by using the MATLAB commands or by using definition. So here we used 5/4 matrix, so we can able to generate 20 plots only. So if we want to generate another plots, just we have to use the matrix size is another size, or we can able to use a figure command also. So in the second lab we are going to do generation of signals and sequences, that is the standard signals. So just here we have to use the standard commands for every program, initially CLC, clear all, close all. Next we have to generate the signals by using definitions as well as by using the standard commands available in the MATLAB. So this is the method to generate the various signals and sequences. So here I am going to write various signals and sequences. Conclusion of the experiment is, by using matrices laboratory, that is MATLAB, how we can able to generate various signals and sequences. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.